It seems like it was yesterday when everybody was talking about the Holy Trinity. Everyone had their preferences between the P1 and the LaFerrari and the 918, throwing facts and arguments at each other to see which car would trump it all. Well, what seemed like yesterday was 8 years ago. But 8 years means nothing to the 918. It still boasts performance that is unrivaled by most. Powered by a combination of petrol and electric engines, the 918 is slated to max out at 211 miles per hour with a 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. In 2013, the 918 became the first production car in the world to lap the Nürburgring in under 7 minutes, claiming a time of 6 minutes 57 seconds. In top drives, the 918 still holds the highest honor, being only one of 4 cars to be 100 RQ. That is a flex in itself. This German hyper machine carries in-game statistics of a 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, top speed of 218 miles per hour, 94 handling combined with 4-wheel drive performance. It also holds niches such as convertibles and roadsters, as well as the 2010 to 2014 car tag. Personally, out of the Holy Trinity, the 918 has always been, and still is, my favorite of the bunch. Its design is subtle, yet aesthetically breathtaking, with every edge of the car slightly curved so delicately. Its organic shape isn't oversaturated, yet there's enough to calm the eyes, to contrast the madness its performance is capable of producing. I'm glad I've won this car on the first time, on that summer day in 2018. I'll never forget it. I was on a plane from Seattle to LA when the event clock struck 0, as I've said on the channel many times. Winning this car not only meant I've achieved a long-term goal of securing a dream prize car, it also meant that I could compete at the highest level in top drives. And I haven't stopped since. Introducing your next prize car, the Porsche 918. Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drive's big news. Now the GT series over, we are now introduced with one hell of a prize car in the Porsche 918 Spider. As you can see right here, Porsche 918 Spider qualifiers, and here are the requirements. So as you can see, you got a lot of Subarus and a couple of Infinitis, and I think this is a Nissan. Yeah, the Nissan Sima. We got an Infiniti i35, an Infiniti Q45 Y33 as I like to call it. This, by the way, I never knew this car existed until JPT introduced it, and I was watching like The Walking Dead the other day. I think it was like season 6, and I saw this car as one of the barricades, and I was like, that's an Infiniti Y33 from Top Drives. Obviously, it's not from Top Drives, but I didn't know of this car until it was introduced in JPT, so that's pretty interesting. We have the Subaru Impreza WRX sedan and the Subaru WRX. So what we're going to do here is we're going to investigate what the track sets are going to be. And instead of just showing it to you, I'm just going to jump in and play because we're going to get 4 unique track sets right at the start. So what I'm going to be using here is going to be the Peugeot 205 T16, the Diez Tomaso Pantera, and if I do remember correctly, there are 2 City Streets Medium. I might be completely wrong here. I'm probably completely wrong because I'm probably going to go in with a hand like, oh, I can't even use that anyway. 74. What can I use with 74? I want to use the Monte Carlo Turbo, but I think there is 2 medium. I'm pretty sure there is 2 medium, so I have to use the 037 maybe? No, I'm dumb. It's not 2 medium, it's 2 wet. So I have to use the Integrale, I think, and that gives me 82. You know what? I totally forgot what the track sets are. I actually totally forgot what the track sets are. I want to use the Monte Carlo Turbo. I really want to use it. So that gives me 49. What can I work with for 49? What? The Lancia Integrale? Let's see. Slick off. I think there is 2 wet. Is there 2 wet? I think there's 2 wet. Okay, let's just... Okay. Let's go with the Di Tommaso for now, and let's go with the Lancia Delta Integrale for now. We're gonna find out what the track sets are gonna be. It's 2 wet, so it's not 2 medium, it's 2 wet. Okay. So luckily we didn't go with 3 slick. So yeah, we'll have to use the Monaco and the G4 1 mile. Okay, that's fine. All right, so far it looks like 2 fast, 2 twisty, 2 wet, one twisty wet, 1 fast wet. Looking so good so far though. It is 604 to 0. Definitely I can make a better hand. This is really impromptu, honestly, doing this event. I didn't expect to do that. Obviously I'm going to show you the prelims, talk about the prelims, and talk about what the final requirements are going to be as well. So let's click play. Alright, let's change our hand a little bit. I'm pretty sure that we can do that. Is there a better way? Is there a better way? I don't know. There's one four-wheel drive. I don't want to use the 216. That's the problem. But I think I have to because of the European Revolution requirement. Unless I get rid of this, right? Dude, there are no like standard tires here. It's all performance. That's the problem. I have to use the T16. I have to. I think I do. So let's get rid of this again. I guess this is the best that we can do. Maybe replace the Pantera, honestly, with a standard tire car. The problem is, I think all the standard tires are like freaking, like, what is it? Rares. So let's just see how far we can get with what we got. It's so weird, like, every time I see the Alpha Pro car, I want to put it in like the twistiest track set, but I have to keep telling myself, yo, the Pro car actually has MRA now. Like, it's not like handicapped in such a way anymore. We lost the race. I'm actually surprised we lost one. What the hell did we probably lost the fast circuit maybe? Okay, but so far 2-0. I don't know how open this bracket is. I need to check it out. There we go. We have Alonso over there. We're not going to race him. This we should probably win. Because although there's a tie, we're going to win a lot from the drags, right? So this is going to be a big win. That's going to be, nah, you know what? Is that going to be more than 50? I think it's going to be more than 50. I think it should be more than 50. Finally, that Lancia. Dude, I always talk about that black Lancia Integrale, man. That thing is so freaking useful. It's like one of the worst Lancia Integrales, but it's useful because of its year. You know, like that's why we get to use it all the time. It's because of the year. It's kind of like with the Mazda RX-7s. You want to keep the red one, not because it's the best, but it's because of its year, because it's a 90s. But yeah, literally because that's an 80s, we get to use it all the freaking time. Like we cannot use the other Lancias. There's no option. Like if I get rid of European Revolution, that's the only Lancia you can use, I think. If I went into all cars, what is the entire solution? Ooh, there's some actually really good cars here that I'm missing out on. I don't have any of the Peugeots. That's going to be huge. I do have the Lancia Monte Carlo, but I can't use that because of the wet. The Peugeots would be huge because they're four-wheel drive. It kind of sucks that I don't have them. It would be nice to have the Stradale. I don't have the Stradale. Okay, so I could make this hand better if I replace the Integrale with the Stradale, but I don't have the Stradale. That's a problem. So let's do this one right here. We can win this one again. Yeah, definitely if I had the Peugeot, would have been perfection. So if I put Monaco, I put... I think it's the smartest to put this here, actually. Put you in Car Park, Slalom, Monaco City Streets Long, and Hairpin Road, and that should be all G. Alright, so there we go. I think this is going to be... Is this our fourth race? This might be our fourth race. But let me know down in the comments if you guys are excited for the Porsche 918. Are you going to go for it or are you not going to? This is a dream car for a lot of people, as it was a dream car for me. You know, I was talking about yesterday's video about dream cars that I wanted and dream cars that I needed, and I always prioritized cars that I wanted over cars that I needed. The 918, what it was for me was that it was a car that I wanted, but it also doubled down as a car that I needed. Actually this one's a beatable one, I think. Oh, that's an upgraded LC2, so that's a loss, but I win this, and I win this. And I win this. I win these three and I lose these two. I think it should be fine. But yeah, the Porsche 918 it was a car I wanted, but it doubled down as a car I needed as well because I just loved it. Because it was a car that I needed because it was so good, but it was a car I wanted because I love the Porsche 918. So it's a really, really good one. Actually, yeah, I have to put that in the fast circuit. It feels wrong to put that on a fast circuit. But the problem is, it's probably not going to win the karting circuit, so I have to put the Alpha Pro car on that. That's going to lose, that's going to lose, and that's going to win. So the ghost hand, that's going to be weak. But we're going to secure the dub in this race. But yeah, let me know if you're going for it or not. I mean, I have mixed feelings about the Porsche 918 now as a car in the game. But I'm going to leave that to another video just because I love the Porsche 918. This video is going to honor that, and I don't want to slate it. I'll slate it in another video because I have to say, I don't think the Porsche 918 deserves to be 100 RQ anymore. But I'll leave that for another video. This video is about honoring one of my favorite cars of all time. I mean, we have to remember that a Porsche 918 came out in 2013. It was the car of that generation, of that decade, and it was my favorite car of that time because before, in 2013, we never saw the introduction of the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera. So without the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera, the Porsche 918 was like my third favorite car of all time. It was like the 69 Charger, the 959, the 918, because the Superleggera wasn't there at the time. And obviously there was a DB5. But yeah, now with the Superleggera, that literally is like my second favorite car of all time now. But yeah, we're now ranked 11, which is, you know, a pretty good start. It's almost full already, 243 to 300. And let's look at the top. Know a couple names. Okay, yeah, I think it's possible. I think it's possible to get top 10. Like I said, the biggest problem is that I lack the Peugeots. But anyway, let's talk about the prelims because you can see the prelims now. Porsche 918 Spider prelims, and look at that. Freaking Mitsubishi, boys. When was the last time we had a Mitsubishi event? I don't know. I think it's kind of ironic because it's going to be like a JPT finals where it's going to be, you know, Subarus all over again, and we're having Mitsubishi for the prelims. But let me show you what the prelim prizes are going to be. So right here, as you can see, the requirements are going to be 4 to 9 seaters, must have 5 Japan, and must have 2 Japanese Pro Tour. So once again, a JPT affair, but a lot of Mitsubishi stuff going on. So it's going to be an Evo 10 event. I don't have any Evo 10s, but I do have the Evo 8, which is my Evo 10 killer, and I do have the Evo 9s, but I don't have a 10. But yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. Probably means Mitsubishi carbon fibers are going to come out, and those are some pretty good carbon fibers, to be fair. And here are the prizes. So as you can see, we have the Subaru Impreza WRX, the Infiniti Q45, the Nissan Leopard, the Nissan Bluebird, and the Subaru Impreza. Now, what makes these prizes so interesting in the prelims, as you can see, is that the top prize is 4-wheel drive performance, but everything else is standard tires, which makes me think that there probably is going to be rain. There has to be. If they're giving out so many standard tire prizes, there has to be rain. Let's look at the prelims, okay? So, I mean the qualifiers. The qualifiers have 2 4-wheel drive, 1 Epic, 1 performance, and then we have standard tires, and standard tires. So there is definitely going to be rain. Expect rain. It makes sense because a lot of JPT cars are 4-wheel drive. So what do I think the final requirements are going to be? It's pretty simple, guys. I knew it the moment I saw it. Hutch didn't tell me. Hutch didn't need to tell me. It's not like they do tell me anyway. It's JPT Saloons. It's JPT Saloon. What else can it be? Maybe they could do something with like the seat count, like JPT 5-seaters, but that isn't going to change much because all saloons are 5-seaters anyway. So if we go into collections and tags, Japan Pro Tour, go into miscellaneous, let's hit that saloon tag. These are the ones that I have. I don't care though. I got an owner's challenge and I'm excited for that because it's going to be a fat car. It's gonna be a fat price car. If it's 100 RQ that they're giving out, the owner's challenge price car has to be at least 95 or 96 or 97. I'm thinking Jaguar CX-75, Lamborghini Aventador SV, maybe if we're lucky, the Centenario or the Veyron. So I'm very, very excited for that. But yeah, it's gonna be JPT Saloons. As you can see, I have a lot of cars bleeding over from the Viper finals. I got the B4 from the Subaru finals, not the Subaru finals, the Viper finals, and I got the WRX and the Impreza, which I both maxed for the Viper, which is nice. The Bluebird is nice too, but I don't think there's gonna be any off-road. If we go into all cars, this is basically what we're working with. Obviously, we don't have the Impreza and the Rouge because those are prize cars, but everything else here. So I have to say, I think a lot of people have a really good head start at this finals if it is going to be JPT Saloons. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's 99.99999999999% JPT Saloons. And you know, like the top hand in my Viper finals had, you know, the 79, the 79, and the 77. So I feel like if you invested in the Viper finals, you are also going to have a really good chance at the 918. So I know not a lot of people invested in the Viper finals because everyone invested in the IDR, so they took a break on the Viper. See, I didn't. But it's not like I can get the 918 because I already have the 918. So let me just end the video showing you the 918 that I have. I won on the first time in June of 2018. So, let me just go into my cars. As you can see, I've owned it now for 1,220 days and is my most raced car in my garage with 10,524 races with 90% win ratio. This was the best car in my garage for over a year, June 2018 to July 2019. best car in my garage, because what happened in July 2019 was I got the Bugatti Veyron 16.4, but even then it was still my best car for the twisties. So it was the best car from June 2019 all the way to I think October of 2019, because that's when everybody won the Porsche 935 Moby Dick, and I use this more now. I don't think I have 10,000 races on this one though. Yeah, not even close. 2,914 races, but at the end of the day, this thing is a freaking beast. It was my best car for literally over a year, hence all the races. But anyway, that's gonna be it. Let me know down in the comments below if you are hyped for the Porsche 918. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.